how do you think y'all's music has developed from when you guys started as a band?
How our music has developed as a band over the whole career of the band. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we've been a band for 7 years now, so we've undergone a lot of personal growth and just growing up a lot. So it sort of inevitably has changed a lot in terms of the lyrical content, and I don't know. We've all gotten stronger as singers and stronger as performers, and that's definitely factored in. Our tastes have changed. And I don't know. I feel like when we started, we were just little kids. Now I feel like we're totally different people. So I don't know. We started off as like a very much a live act, very much, although it's a lot of improvisation, a lot of kind of playful, sort of figuring out what it was we wanted to play and what it was we wanted to do. And now it's a lot more focused on just the songwriting and the recording and honing in our, ability to express ourselves more directly or something like that. I think that's probably anything and how it's gone.
All right. What kind of things have you used as inspiration for like your lyrical content or your musical content?
That's a really vague question. Our lives, I don't know. We don't really like to talk about our inspirations that much. Kind of just, it's very difficult to answer that in a way that's actually true. But our lyrically, we're usually pretty honest, pretty straight up. It's very intuitive. We don't like to overthink it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just kind of shoot from the gut, at least in the lyrical aspect of music. And,
Okay.
in terms of the music, I mean, we just have a really wide variety of tastes. Three of the members of the band, including myself, came from jazz and classical background, and we didn't really ever expect to be in a rock band, so I think inherently our music kind of comes from a million different places, and it's just, one band or another that we talk about. It's usually like the last 100 years of music history. At some point or another, it comes into play. But again, even when we're recording our records, we don't like to talk about that too much. We like to just do what feels good and make whatever sounds good to all four of us.
Okay. Do you ever see Grizzly Bear going on to like a mainstream like record label?
I doubt it. I mean, it could happen. I don't really know. I mean, every time we make a record and go on tour, it's like a totally different experience, and I kind of feel like now I just never know what's going to happen because there have been so many things that happened in the last few years that I would have never expected. So I suppose that's possible.
Okay.
But I doubt it.
All right. How did you get the name Grizzly Bear?
Well, it's one of those things. I feel like often band names happen just really off the cuff, and there's no great plan. I think the way that went down is, I wasn't even in the band at that point. It was just Ed, the other singer of the band, kind of made a record at home by himself, and I don't think he really expected to do much with it, but he played it for friends. And Grizzly Bear, I believe, was a tongue-in-cheek nickname for himself at the time, because he's very much not that at all. And this was before there was a whole onslaught of animal-related bands and things like that. And again, he wasn't expecting to, I don't know, be a band that people talked about, or it was just him by himself. So, but it just kind of stuck because he, once he put out that record, he wanted to put together a live act, and that's kind of how the rest of us came into the fold. But then by the time we started all playing together, the band became a totally different thing. And then all of a sudden we were on tour, and we were all writing songs, and it was this whole other beast than what he had initially intended. And then we were just kind of like, oh, we already have this name, we're already traveling with it. It's simple. I like that it's simple. I like that it's actually just really general. I feel like that kind of band name works really well.
Okay, gotcha.
So it ended up working out fine.
All right. How did you guys respond to the Shields album leak?
Oh, it's fine. I mean, last time around, Becca came this week like a week after we finished mastering it, so we were pretty upset the last time. We basically got no time at all to be a mystery, and also that week, the last time around, was really poor quality. This time, we did our best. It's kind of an inevitable thing, and it only leaked like 2 weeks before the album was coming out. And in truth, at a certain point, I started to feel like I just wanted some people to hear it already.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted, also just because of the way our tour schedule worked out, I mean, the albums could come out, and we'd all of a sudden on the road. And I actually, it's not going to take a lot of, I think it takes a little more time to get into, and like, kind of like our audience is just a little more people playing it with it. So, in a way, I would say. So, I was too upset about it.
All right. Out of all the tracks that you've recorded, new and old, do you have a personal favorite?
I wouldn't say that necessarily. I mean, at the moment, you know, I don't really like to revisit our old records very much. It kind of feels strange to do that a lot of the time. But I think right now, the last track on the new record, called Sun in Your Eyes, is my current favorite thing that we've done in recent memory, just because it was very unexpected, very ambitious, it's very long. It should be really boring, but I don't think that it is. And it turned out, it just sounds like something we've never done before, and it was very shocking and surprising when we got it done. It was like one of those thrilling moments where something happens that came from the band that it almost felt like listening to someone else's record that I really liked instead of working on our own music, which is really exciting when it feels like making something that you would just like to check out on your own. But I don't know, that's my current favorite is that one.